Hello, it's Steve Jamieson here, Managing Broker of Remax Crest Realty Westside with your frequently asked questions. Today's question comes from one of our agents right here at the West 7th office, and they are saying, I've been in the business for 2 years, and I'm finding that I've reached a bit of a plateau, and I'd like to know how can I do more deals. I really like that question. Thanks for asking it. I tend to answer more technical questions usually, but this is one that I find a lot of agents are asking, how do I do more deals? And so what I'm going to give you now is my top 5 ways that I think you can do more deals. This is the advice that I give people that are in my weekly coaching groups, and there's been quite a bit of success with one or more of these top 5. So I hope you find them helpful. So number 1, do more. I know it sounds obvious, but I think most agents sort of settle for 1 or 2 things that they do that helps them get business, whether it's making phone calls or doing open houses or networking events. But you'll find that most successful agents have 5 or 6 different pillars of lead generation that hold up their business, that are the foundation. So I think what you should do is ask yourself, what are you doing consistently every week or every month that is specifically lead generation, not taking clients out in cars and showing them properties, that's all great, but to actually generate new leads, because you need new leads coming in all the time. Write that down. Write down whatever it is you think you're currently doing on a consistent basis and be honest, and then you're probably only going to have maybe 2 or 3 at the most. And so challenge yourself to add 2 or 3 more to that from some of these ideas, or talk to other realtors, and then do those consistently. Second, knock on some doors. If you want some immediate business, you're in sales, get out there in front of people. There's a lot of different ways you can knock on doors without the old-fashioned knock, 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 do you want to sell your house? Knock, 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 do you want to sell your house? Something around a just listed property. So when a for sale sign goes up in a neighborhood, especially detached homes, this is very easy to do. Everybody in the neighborhood now has seen the sign go up. They want to know what it's sold, what the list price is. So have a flyer ready, knock around. Even if it's not your listing, chances are the listing agent's not doing it. Even if it's another company, chances are they're not doing it. So why not knock around the neighborhood, let them know what the house is listed for. Nothing wrong with doing that. Same thing if something has just sold. Obviously it's better if it's your property, but if it's in the office and the other agent isn't marketing in that area, then that's something that you could do as well. Have a little flyer ready. Obviously follow the rules of advertising, but the neighbors want to know what it's sold for. Everyone's curious. They just saw the sticker go up on the sign. So go around, knock on the door, tell people what it's sold for, give them something of value. A little bit more brave, maybe knock on some expired listings, let them know what you can do differently to get their home sold. Or maybe you have a buyer that's looking in that neighborhood and there's no listings. Well, if you're a buyer's agent and you're a good buyer's agent, maybe you'll try to find them a home. Double-ended if you can, or at least, you'll be knocking on the doors and meeting some people. So that's another option. Number 3, host as many open houses as you can, but do them in a correct way, I guess. If you're just sitting on the couch watching a ball game for 2 hours, you might as well be with your family. So try doing some things a little bit differently. Everyone asks if you're working with a realtor. Instead of asking that, maybe ask who's your realtor. You might get a more honest response because they're not thinking that question is going to come up and you're putting them on the spot to come up with a name. It's just a different way of asking. More importantly, research the area. Know what's for sale. Know what's just sold. Use a guest log. One of the most important things you can do after an open house is to follow up the people that went through. If all you're doing is handing out your business card to people, there's no way for you to reach out to those people to see if you can give any further help, what they thought of the open house. So use a guest log. If you find it difficult to get names and numbers just with a standard guest log, some of our agents have had a lot of success running a contest, maybe for an iPad. You're not giving one out at every open house. This might be something that you give out every quarter. Or twice a year, and you put their name in the draw. They're more likely to give you accurate contact information. You can follow up with them, find out how they like the home, let them know you'll be in touch when the iPad draw is. So again, it's just a different way of hosting an open house. And stand out a little bit. Have color feature sheets. Maybe have some bottled water, maybe a branded bottled water. We can do that in our offices for most of you. And just do something a little bit different that helps you stand out, because you could have sellers coming in almost interviewing you to see if they want to use you as a listing agent based on how you host the open house. So again, stand out. This is one of my favorite ones. Number 4, don't be a secret agent. And by that I mean get out of the house, get out in front of people. Join a BNI group, go to a party, participate in some sports, a jogging group, whatever you think is fun and interesting. You're getting out in front of people. What you do for a living will come up naturally, but you just need to get out in front of more people. I think in order for you to help the conversation come up a little bit more about what you do for a living, try, again, not being a secret agent, maybe brand your iPad, wear your company pin, wear a t-shirt to the gym that says Remax on it. I used to do that, and I got at least a deal a year from it just because people would stop me and ask me about the market. So again, don't be a secret agent. And then I think one of the ways that you can get business immediately would be to do what I call stirring the pot. And that just means simply make some calls, write some personal notes, maybe pop by with a coffee certificate or a bottle of wine to some of your past clients or people that you think could be good referral sources. Take them out for a coffee, take them out for a glass of wine. One of the things that's really helped in my coaching group for this type of thing, to stay on track with it, is their weekly intentions list. And it's really just a list that we came up with that they can put up in front of them, right in front of their desk at home or in the office, and it's simply got a list of 10 emails to clients that I'm going to make this week, 5 phone calls I'm going to make this week, 5 note cards I'm going to send out this week, 4 social media posts I want to do this week, 5 face-to-face meetings, 2 referrals that I'm going to hopefully send out to other agents, so it'll keep my ears open for referral opportunities when I'm out in front of people, 1 open or community event, 1 social event that I'm going to do, 5 workouts. It's important to stay in shape for your mental health, also for your physical health, and then 10 new name, address, phone number, emails. I call them NAPEs, but 10 new NAPEs that you got every week. You should be adding new people to your database. So this is something that if you want, it's going to be attached in this email. You can ask your front office administration for copies of it, but it's just something that can really help you by knowing what you have done, and more importantly, I think what you haven't done. If you see that this is empty most weeks, well, maybe you need to do a little bit more. So I hope that helps. And the last thing really quick I want to talk about is maybe just get some coaching or accountability. You can pay for it. There's coaching groups out there. All of our offices run weekly coaching and accountability groups that are free of charge with your managing broker, or just buddy up with an agent in the office if you want something more informal. But I think you really need somebody to hold you accountable to the lead generation goals and the calls you said you wanted to make in order for you to get busy and do more deals. I know this is a bit of a longer video, but I hope this helps, and I hope you do more deals from it. If you have any questions, please let me know.